gonna review it, but I was like, if I go on make a video, you know what I'm gonna say. So I took a day to process. I looked up some stuff, like learn more about the finale, and you know, I will talk about it. But let's talk about season 6. Let's get into it, guys. The Walking Dead Season 6. So this season, in my opinion, was a great season. I do have complaints with the season, especially the finale, but overall, Season 6 was really good. A lot happened every episode. All the slow episodes were character development or story building or something like that. There was never, in my personal opinion, a just nothing episode. Like usually, like there's an episode where they just walk around, they go on supply run, and then they talk about feelings, and that's happened. In this season, we didn't get that. We got moving storylines. So before we get to the season finale, which I really want to talk about, we gotta go through the season. I'll make it quick because the last part of this video, I will be talking about the season 6 finale. By the way, this video will contain spoilers for season 6 if you've not seen it. So episode 1 is first time again, is when they all, it's like a flashback episode, whatever, and they're leading the zombies away from the pit, whatever. And overall, it's a great premiere. It's exciting, it's thrilling, it's intense as hell. Like, you don't know if the zombies are gonna break off or not, and then at the very end, the horn, that was an awesome scene, I loved it. Episode 2, JSS, is where the W people, the wolves, they attack the Alexandria, and it's a dark episode, really gory, action-packed. It was a great episode 2. The premiere was really good, it was exciting, intense. Episode 2 is just like dark and gritty and awesome, and them running into the tower or whatever, which is a thing that happens in episode 7, which we'll get to later. Episode 3, Thank You, is where Rick's group, we're back seeing them, and they're running through the woods, whatever. And this is the episode where a lot of stuff happened, where people got mad. I'm going to go ahead and skip all the part where Nicholas and Glenn get on the trash can, Nicholas shoots himself in the head, and Nicholas falls onto Glenn, and he gets ripped apart, where you get to see guts get ripped apart and Glenn screaming. And that's basically how the episode ends. Everyone gets back to Alexandria. Episode 4, Here's Not Here, is pretty much a Morgan flashback. It was a good episode, it just had terrible placement. It was a good episode. It was. I liked it. It was enjoyable. It was interesting. It was really good to know why Morgan is such a good guy, like a really, really good guy. It just had terrible placement. Episode 4, right there in the middle of this action-packed. The only reason they put it there, in my opinion, is to drag out the Glenn death, whatever, to really know if he's dead or not. So episode 5, you could say it's a slow episode. It's the aftermath of the Alexandria getting attacked, Rick gets back, whatever. But it builds character. You get to see him and Jesse talk more. You get to see Jesse grow a little bit. You get to meet more, like, Alexandria deep down, like, how they feel about this kind of situation. It is a character development episode, and it builds on it. Episode 6 is an awesome episode, in my opinion. We get to meet a strange man and his 2 girls, and Daryl gets shot or hurt in his arm, and he gets captured by his 2 guys, and the guy and the girls get killed, whatever, and then this guy gets kidnapped and steals Daryl's bike and crossbow. But this guy will come back in the later season, but Daryl gets to Abraham and Sasha. That part felt a little filler, the Sasha and Abraham, they're building a relationship. But it did help again. Once again, it did feel a little fillerish, but it was build up to their relationship. Episode 7 is a build up to episode 8, and that is basically back at Alexandria, building up this wall, whatever, getting everything happy, you could say. I mean, all these zombies outside the walls, whatever, trying to figure this stuff out, trying to figure out all this kind of stuff, the W people. And Morgan dealing with this W guy, he's got him like tied up in this room, whatever. He's dealing with that kind of pressure. Carol's still murdering people, whatever. And of course, the tower falls and breaks the wall, which is an awesome ending to this episode. Episode 8, I do have really big issues with. All it is, all the zombies break in, it's exciting, everyone gets separated through Alexandria, whatever, and they're stuck in this house, whatever. Rick, Michonne, Jesse, her 2 kids, Father Gabriel, Judith, and Carl, they're all stuck in this house, whatever, and it's pretty much just, the whole episode is just, it's all leading to Deanna's death, whatever. She gets stabbed right here, and then she gets bit, whatever, and then she's gonna die. The whole episode, you get to learn that she's gonna tell Michonne, make this place good, Rick, you're the new leader of Alexandria. And it's basically her death episode at the very end. I love the ending, how they're standing on the porch or whatever, and they all have the guts on them, and he starts to walk through the crowd, and he says, Mom, Mom, and it ends, and we had to wait 2 months for this freaking episode 9. Episode 9, No Way Out. It's an awesome episode. Daryl and all them blow up this gang of saviors with the bazooka, which is an awesome scene. Jessie and her two gets killed, and that was a dark scene. For January, I was thinking, man, this is gonna be. I've read the comics, so I was like, this is gonna be a dark scene. And when it happened, it was dark, especially when the kid gets bit in the head and the kid gets stabbed and shoot Carl in the eye, whatever. And then there was a big episode. Rick goes on a rampage, and they start killing zombies. All work together. It's an action-packed episode. It's an awesome episode. Personally, I guess it's my favorite episode, but I have to rewatch it. Whatever, when the Blu-ray comes out, I'll rewatch the whole season, and I'll definitely know my favorite. But right now, I was either that or the finale, or yeah, it's one of those, or the premiere. But episode 10 is pretty much 2 months later, whatever. Alexandria's good again. They meet Jesus, whatever, and there's a larger world, whatever. Rick and Michonne have sex, and then that's build a relationship. Episode 11, we get to meet the Hilltop. My only issue with the Hilltop is we only get to see one episode of the Hilltop. We don't see them the rest of the season, which I wish they showed more of, because I was really looking forward to the Hilltop. But that episode was great. Seeing the Hilltop, it came straight out of the comic books when the guy stabbed that Gregory and Rick cut his throat. Just like the comics, I really enjoyed that episode. It was really like the comics. Episode 12 is awesome. Episode 12 is awesome. Rick and all them, they make a deal with the Hilltop, get us food, and we'll go kill Negan and his saviors, or whoever they are. And I love how Rick groups think, oh, we're powerful, we can do this, we defeated the governor, we did the prison, we can kill these people, don't worry, we got this. Hell no. Well, it does at first. They just mow these people down, whatever, they kill them, they think they won, I think they killed Negan. Episode 13, Maggie and Carol get kidnapped. They kill those saviors. And Rick and them, they save them. They kill the guy, whatever. Episode 14, Daryl and all them. This is when Denise gets shot in the eye. That was Abraham's death in the comic book. Which, again, was a little... I was thinking it was going to be Abraham, but they switched it. And it was okay. I liked it. We got to see Dwight with his burnt face, who's the guy from episode 6 with Daryl and all them. That was awesome. Episode 15 is basically the build-up to the finale. Daryl gets shot in the arm, like all this stuff happens. Everyone's separated. Morgan's going looking for Carol. And then basically we're getting up for the finale. And now the finale. The episode that I've been looking forward forever in this series. The reason why I'm doing this video, so the last part of this video, I will be talking about the Season 6 finale. I liked it, but of course, I hate that freaking cliffhanger. Of course I hate the cliffhanger, but I do have reasons why it's okay, and then again, why I hate it. But the whole episode, they're driving around, whatever, and Trevor from GTA is like cutting them off and leading them into the forest. I love the scene. I love the ending when they get stuck in the woods and they start whistling. It literally, my knees started I started getting nervous and intense. I was like, oh my god. And seeing Andrew Lincoln's acting was amazing. He looked terrified. He was like, can we talk about this? And Trevor was like, no more talking. Listening. Get on your knees. And I love how the violin started with the whistling. He's like, I can't whistle, so when Rick gets on the ground, it's like a big drum was like boom, boom. When he sit down, everything's so intense. I have never been so excited to see a character. And then we saw Negan. We finally get to see him, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. No one can play Negan. He killed it. His 10-minute monologue was perfect. He's scary, funny, in a dark way. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to kill it as Negan. He did an amazing job. And then we get the eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He does this. And I love how AMC... I knew after this episode, if they do a cliffhanger, because I heard rumors that they were going to do a cliffhanger, but I thought we were going to see who we killed first, and then it'd be a cliffhanger, but no, he does. I like how the AMC, they do the thing, whatever, and people would have gone online, trying to analyze, who he picked, but AMC does a smart job, and they, cut it real quick, where he's, just pointing at everyone, so it gets you confused. That was really smart of an idea, and then we get a first person shooting, he's like, it. If anyone moves, cut the boy's eye and feed it to his father. And then he's just like, you can breathe, you can blink, you can cry. Hell, we're all going to be doing that soon. I love that line. That's why I'm quoting it. It's stuck in my head now. I love that line. He just went, boom, right in the head, and the camera goes down, and blood starts coming down, and he does it again and again. You hear it, and then blackness. That's what you get. You get blackness. And it goes dark, and it's cliffhanger, and you have to wait till October to find out who he killed. In my personal opinion, I either have Glenn, Daryl, or Abraham. I think Daryl. Honestly, Something's telling me it's Daryl. I don't know why, but I think it's Daryl. Now, I won't spoil what happens in the comics. I do know who gets killed in the comics. I won't spoil it for people who have read the comics, and I won't spoil it for people who are going to watch Season 7, of course. But then again, it was such an intense scene that the cliffhanger just felt like they ruined the moment from the comics. It was like, oh! But then again, I like what Scott and Mikkel said on Talking Dead. He said, it's the end of a story. Like, him swinging that bat, killing that person is the end of the story, and Season 7 is beginning by the death of that story. So that is the one reason why I like it. It does make sense that him hitting that person is the beginning of a new story, and that is what the show is. It's a story, it's characters, that's what to do. It's smart writing. Damn it, I hate the cliffhanger. You know, you gotta agree with me. You hate the cliffhanger. Everyone does. But you know, on the Season 7 premiere, so many people are going to be watching. So it does make sense for money or whatever. But it is interesting how they're going to do promos, trailers, like how they're going to do this. That's what's really exciting. And I really do want to see, like, what are they going to do to advertise it to not show who got hit by the bat. Overall, the finale was good. It was intense. It was awesome. It was very scary in certain parts. But my biggest issue with Season 6... no major characters died. If you really look at it, like, B characters got killed. Every season, there's always one, at least a major character dies. This season, not one major character died, which is a little sad, whatever. But still, well, a major character did die, we just don't know who died. So it counts as a Season 7 death, in my opinion. But overall, Season 6 is a great season, in my opinion. It was a great season. A lot of stuff happened. It builds up to Season 7. And I cannot wait to see the Kingdom if they're going to do that. I am excited. I want to see Season 7 right now. But we got to wait till flipping October. But overall, I'm going to give this season an A. It's definitely one of my favorite seasons. This Season 5, every season's getting better. So Season 7 with Negan coming in, it should be the best season ever. And I will review it after the season's over, so March or April when I will review the Season 7. Overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!